Teamwork, it's such a special thing to come together with a group of individuals to work for one common goal. You have this one common goal, whether it's to be a champion, whether it's, whatever goal your team sets, just thinking about where you are in life and the teamwork that it takes to make you successful. It's important. And through teamwork, you learn how to communicate. You learn how to deal with adversity. You gotta have some tough skin because you're gonna be critiqued in things you don't necessarily like. You're gonna have to figure out how to, make it work. You gotta be uncomfortable, and that's the biggest thing. People don't wanna be uncomfortable. Athletes don't wanna be uncomfortable, right? Because we don't know what's on the other side. But once you push through and you push through that wall and that barrier, that whatever it is keeping you from giving it your all, when you do reach the other side, the air is the same. You've just gone through some adversity, and that you can live in the unknown, because on the other side, it's gonna be all right too. There's always this age-old thing. Leaders are born, they're not created. I think there's a leader in all of us. There's something somewhere in life that you're going to have to stand up, be the person that moves the team forward, whether it's through adversity, over the hump, gather them together when everything is falling down, or corral them when they're celebrating a little too much after a victory. Like there's a leader in all of us. Some of us are leaders by natural leaders. Some of us have to work at it. Some of us are leaders by trials and tribulations. Things happen in life, and you may have to step up for your family. Like we was just talking a little earlier. I think leaders come in all types of forms, and it's important on a team to have a leader. That leader needs to be able to lead in the good and in the bad. And sometimes you're a leader by committee, because you may not have one person that can carry the heavy load, but together, again, a team, leadership can be shared. I was not. She was my host.
She was your host?
She was my host. She got me to go. She was, the Dawn that everyone sees today was the Dawn that was very much then and there, like just a girl from Philly. I remember asking her specific questions about the University of Virginia, and she was honest. And I appreciated that in the recruiting process, because the recruiting process, as you know, there's a lot of almost truths told, because every university is competing for these athletes and they want them to come there. But I respected her honesty about her team, about Debbie, about the university itself. And I just felt led and drawn to go there, knowing that I wouldn't have the opportunity to play with her, but I really appreciated it, and that stood out for me. There's no moment. It's the bonds. Like, I have teammates here that came. I reached back out to some of my AAU and high school teammates. It's just the bonds that I've made through the years, the sisters that I have for life. We've gone through similar things, and we've grown together. We've fought a lot, like how you do on a team, but we stayed together through the years. And you can't get that. And I tell students and kids all the time, like, enjoy the ride, create these bonds. And that's one of the things that bothers me about college basketball, college sports, where it is today. Like, where are they gonna go for Alumni Day? What about, I can call my teammate and say, hey, I'm either struggling or I'm on a real high, it all depends, and they can say, hey, you got it, you gonna make it, or calm down, we still gotta see, So they're not gonna have that experience, and that makes me saddened. Are they reaping a lot of the things that, we sowed and, we fought? Yes, and that's good, and I'm happy for that, and so deserving. But it's those intangible bonds, those moments with people that can't exist unless you go through them. Sometimes it takes more than 1 year or 2 years. It takes 4 years. That's what I wish they were able to capture, because that carries you in basketball. That ball is going to stop bouncing. And when that ball stops bouncing and those lights go off for the last time, all you're going to have are your memories and the people that you shared those with. It's electric. It's amazing. I'm so very happy. Just to see, like, everybody else is just late to the party. We've been here since '97, and it's taken exposure. I hear people argue, oh, you guys don't play like, you ladies don't play like the players today. And I was like, it was not televised. And we had some games on TV, but the coverage that we have now with social media, like, I grew up, I know what a luggage looks like without wheels on it. I know what a house phone looks like on the wall with a long extension cord. We didn't have social media growing up. And I actually thank God that we didn't, because had we had social media when I was in college, by the time Debbie Ryan got on me and I was mad about something, I would have just been able to walk outside her office and boom, 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 I put it out to the world. But by the time I left her office, I thought about what she said, took the message out of it and not how it was delivered. And then by the time I got across campus to the dorm, I probably forgot what I was really mad about. And all I had was that message that, okay, this is what I need to do to get better. This is what I need to do to change my situation. Social media is so immediate. People put their thoughts, what they're feeling in that moment, instead of dwelling in that moment. What is the message? What am I feeling? How am I going to overcome this? How am I going to deal with this? How am I going to move forward? We just put out our initial feelings, and that can get you into a lot of trouble. I've had so many amazing moments. Like you said, Michael, I remember we were in Paris with one of the first WNBA tours, and he looked over and he was like, "You from Roxborough?" And when Cullen was talking about it, I was like, that is so Michael. And I was thinking, yeah, I'm from Roxborough. But, it's, again, I don't think I have one moment. I just think the body of work, the experiences, the memories, the teammates, the people who poured into me when I couldn't pour in myself. I had a lot of injuries. People were constantly telling me, hey, you got it, when it was days I just wanted to quit. But quitting is not in me, so I don't even know how to quit. But it was just like, this hurts. I don't want to keep pushing. And then you have these dreams and things you want to attain, but then you got a knee injury, you got a finger injury. And I think about who pushed me when I couldn't push myself a lot, and those people, and those are the people I hold dear. I very much value the relationships and the bonds that I've built through the game of basketball on all the levels that I've played.